All right, here we go. Yes. All right, how's it going, everybody? Hope all y'all are having a good Monday here as we get back to the original schedule here for Monday Musings stream here. To those of y'all that are coming in here as we do this live here, or if you're watching the replay, however you're watching, it's greatly appreciated. Thank you very much, either way. Those of you that are new here, though, my name's Austin, and this is Fantastic Freaks. I forgot my sticker, so I can't hold it up on my hand like I initially planned. I'm scattered like that. But see, we already got some folks in the chat here. Good to see all y'all. We'll address you in a minute there. But yes, those of you that didn't know or wondered maybe where I was a little bit yesterday, I mean, I'm sure most of you already know. Last week was with my wife and some in-laws in Colorado. Most of the time spending that time in Estes Park, Colorado, to be more specific. We did a couple days in Colorado Springs as well. It was very nice, a little refreshing getaway. Always love seeing the mountains. I mean, the Rocky Mountains are truly one of nature's top wonders. It's absolutely beautiful. Some people may not like how high it is, the heights factor of it, which, especially if you're driving and all that, yeah, you're not going to be looking over the edge too many times, but it is a little freaky when you think about that. But overall, a lot of fun. Got to do a lot of things there and just, get away from things for a while. But feels good to be back here in Iowa now and in the fish room once again with all my amazing fish down here. And good to be back here on the normal schedule, talking with all of you guys here, which got some things to talk about here today as we get started. Before we get too deep into what I'm going to talk about, it's just mostly some things I'm working on down here, as well as some ideas and such. Just reinitiating some things too, because I don't think some people also know about some moves I've made in the past, so I want to make sure there's clarity on some of these. But before we get to that, we got Demon Blader. How's it going, Zach? Always good to see you, buddy, coming in here. And for the record, if Jackson is the worst thing I get called today, I'm doing pretty good. And of course, we got the Metalheads, Aquatic Mayhem. Good to see you, as always, Josh and Jessica. Well, actually, they're not with us today, as it sounds like Josh is working on the wife's truck here today. Hope you have some fun with that there. I know working on vehicles can always be a bit of a adventure on its own, so hoping all goes well there, man. Of course, one of my 4 awesome moderators in the chat here. I'm talking Mr. Liquid Zoo OnlyFins. Always great to see you, Matt. One of the fellow Iowans here and a big member of the Fish Fam here. Always great to see you in the chat, good sir. Checking through down here. We also got 3G, giving the peace sign and the eyes there as they just check in here. Appreciate you, 3G, coming in here and spending a little time with us on the Monday Musing stream here. And we also got Leo209 Aquatics. Good to see you, Leo. And I see that overall in the chat deal, we're starting to get a couple more in here. I'll address as the people file in here. But yes, didn't get to talk a little bit about it too much last time. But I also want to, before I actually get too started here, I want to also give a big thank you to a lot of y'all here. Now that we're back on the regular schedule and while we're early in the stream here, big thank you for helping me, help this channel more appropriately hit 2,000 subscribers. I mean, it's hard to believe that we've reached this milestone, and I know I say that a lot, but I say, considering what I just started this channel as, and just in terms of just starting this channel as just a way to communicate with family and friends about what I do down here, and now that in some shape, way, or form, at least 2,000 people now follow what we do here. It's truly awesome. It's I would be lying if I said that I got as caught up with it as I did 1,000, because I mean 1,000 was, you hit the 4 digits and such. Although I'm not gonna lie, 2,000 feels pretty cool too. But either way, whether if it's 1,000 or 2,000, I have you guys to thank for that, because frankly, I can put all the YouTube shorts out there that I desire. Same thing with live streams such as this, or even videos, which I know I haven't put out a ton here lately. Hoping to fix that here in the next couple of weeks here, as the day job finally slows down a little bit here. We got all the spring sports entering the postseason here. As some of you know, my day job is a sports writer. We got some teams in the postseason, thus some teams starting to lose, some team season starting to come to an end here. So less teams to cover equals more time for me to work down here and hopefully get some more content out to you guys. Looking very forward to that because, yeah, I definitely got some ideas, and there is a lot that I need to catch up on and talk to you guys about in videos down here. But as I said, thank you all so much for helping me hit 2K here. It's not an accomplishment that happens without you guys. I mean, literally, it doesn't. Without people hitting the subscribe button, milestones like this just don't happen. But greatly appreciate all of y'all. And yeah, plenty more ahead here. I'm thinking of doing some more Omaha store tours here. I know Zach, or Demon Blair, was asking there a moment ago if I had gotten the P Puffers into 75 yet, which short answer, no, I have not yet, because all of last week I was in Colorado. I was thinking about trying to hit a store in Colorado before me and my wife made our way back, but honestly, time got away. We did so many other things. I mean, obviously in Colorado, so many things to do. I mean, the Royal Gorge Bridge, Pikes Peak, Garden of the Gods. I mean, Estes Park by itself has dozens of things you can do, where if it's, the shops, the hikes, Rocky Mountain National Park, some tourist attractions, all sorts of stuff there. And in the end, my wife and I, we were just so tired that a fish store visit in Colorado, this time at least, just never came to be. But got some stores here in the Iowa and Council Bluffs, Omaha area yet that haven't done a spotlight video on, but thinking we should do that here in the near future. Obviously, I recently did a live stream on one of the Omaha stores there, Rivers and Reefs. To those of you that haven't seen that, it's one of my more recent live streams, so feel free to check that out. It's a fish store here in the Omaha area that has a plethora of freshwater plants, freshwater crayons, saltwater crayons. They have a pretty awesome selection, but I won't say too much because I don't want to spoil it for you, so check that out whenever if that suits your fancy. See, we got plenty of other people coming in here. We got Sketty Nona. How's it going, Sarah? Always good to see you. Another fellow Iowan checking in here. We got Silver Creek Aquatics. There's not an S at the end of creek there. But good to see you all the left there. All right, we also got Geek Boy here as well. Good to see you, Geek Boy, as always. Checking through here. We also got the Fish Fam Link joining the chat here as well. Always good to see the Fish Fam Link channel here as well, as I know the Fish Fam Link is a great way to find all sorts of other channels out there as well. If you're ever looking, let's be honest, we all have our different niches and likes in this hobby. So if you're looking for something like, I know we got a lot of cichlid and lovers, live bearers. I know if some of y'all watch me, you must like puffers to some degree, even though I'm kind of trying to expand the horizons down here a little bit. But I know either way, if you go on fishfam.link and check out all the channels that at least talks about a little bit, you're bound to find a channel that is going to suit your fancy perfectly. So obviously a lot of you already know that, but to those of you that don't, make sure you check them out. All right. We also got Collaboration of Curiosities. COC in the house there. Looking at the emoji there. All smiles as they join us for the Monday Musings. We also got Coro here as well. Hope you're having a good one, Coro. Given the 4 waves, so I'll give you 2 back and forths there. I think that equals 4 waves, right? Checking through here. We also got Sandy in the chat as well. Always good to see you, Sandy, a frequent visitor here on the channel. Greatly appreciate you always spending some time here to make sure you check out what we're doing here. We also got Dennis Christensen in the chat as well. Good to see you as well. Seeing if I missed anybody else here. I believe that catches us up for now, at least. Nope, we got, I apologize if I mispronounced this. Pronunciation is not my strong suit, but I think that's Chansta here as well, saying hi, everybody, and happy Monday. Same to you. Happy Monday. Hope it's treated you well enough here. Whew. So I'm getting a little sugar intake here. I still a little beat from the vacation here and such, which I know. Vacations are supposed to refresh you, but it's funny. Every time you come back, there's just always that you always feel a little fatigued when you come back. It's just something about that. I mean, maybe it's the 8.5 hour drive. Well, okay, it's probably part of that, but either way, I mean, just something about those vacations. You always come back, and yeah, it's just a little. I don't know. It keeps you. It's a little tiring still, but anyway, I got sidetracked there, Cha. So good to see you. Saying hi, everybody, and happy Monday, of course. Hope it's been a great one. And according to Chansta, I pronounced it right. Hooray me! I'm always worried when I sometimes see names like that because I don't want to offend anybody. But excuse me. Do. Goodness gracious, excuse me. Whew. But yes, sometime in the near future. Because back to Zach's question earlier, because I know some were asking if I had the pea puffers yet, and nope, we have not done that yet. Although when I do go to pick up the pea puffers, I am planning to make like a video on that again. Obviously, I've had videos about pea puffers on the channel here in the past before, but I am actually gonna go ahead and make a video on that once we do go pick them up here. I mean, the 75 hex is ready for them, so we can really do it at any time. Probably not gonna do at earliest. Probably gonna do that this weekend. I'm gonna try to have at least a regular video out before that comes across, but we'll see. I would say it's not gonna be too much longer because we got the tank ready to go. The sponge filter, as you can see, is no longer in the 510 anymore. I dropped that in there once my wife and I came back from our vacation in Colorado. I mean, it's been in there now for over a couple weeks at this point. I think even closer to 3 at this point. So it's had plenty of time to soak up beneficial bacteria out of this tank here and go in there. Unfortunately, as you can see, since I didn't have the light on in my 510 here for a while, my jungle valve has greatly suffered from that. I'm putting some root tabs in there though. Hopefully see if that'll spring them back up. But otherwise, I may have to start over on that. I thought they were a little more established before, but I guess not. Bummer. But we'll get them back on there. Coro. Actually, Austin, you are the most offensive streamer on the whole internet. Oh my. I mean, at least I'm known for something, right? Renee, good to see you. Hope it's been a pleasant Monday. Leo, it's funny you say that, actually. When I got back from Colorado, I was coming upstairs and I was telling my wife, like, oh my goodness, I think Mac grew like 2 inches at least while we were gone. I mean, we were gone for literally about a week, a full week's time there. And when I came back here, I'm like, holy crap, he looks so much bigger. I think he grew at least like 2 inches. I was thinking the same thing there. Every time we get on here and such, or when I just came back and, wasn't there every single day to see the slight growth. Yeah, it's crazy. He had a little growth spurt while we were gone for sure. Paul McCarthy, how's it going? And Paul, another frequent visitor here. That always good to see here. Not sure if the soda's helping out the scratchiness there, but I apologize if my voice is a little scratchy here yet. Like I say, a little bit fatigued yet from the travel and all that. We got back about early morning Sunday, so my wife and I, we traditionally vacate. We stay usually until the last minute. We're okay with getting home pretty late. Like, we left Saturday afternoon from Colorado Springs, which is our final place before we decided to head home. About an 8-hour, 15-minute drive, a little over that, depending what route you take. But at the same time, it still takes a while. So we left at about, I want to say 2:30 or so. No, it was later than that. It was more like 3, actually. And didn't get home until just a little bit before 1 a.m. So had that. And of course, this Sunday was Mother's Day. And since we didn't get back until 1 a.m. on Sunday, because of course, Colorado goes an hour back. When you come back here to Central Time, the clock jumps forward an hour again. And so instead of getting back home by around midnight, hence it made it 1 a.m. But alas, we we still got back here in time, and the deal was that, yeah, of course, we got back as late as we did, slept in for as much as we could before we started doing Mother's Day festivities with my wife's mother, my mother-in-law, and of course, we went and saw my mother, of course, too, who was going to a deal in Bellevue, which is not too far away from us here. And overall, it was a fun time, but not much time to sit back and relax here yet, which haven't had too much time to do that here yet today because work has gotten really behind. So been doing a little bit of that here today, but we'll get we'll get rested up here tonight and a little bit tomorrow morning. Wednesday, work wise, usually is a pretty quiet day too. So all else might use that day to catch up and relax and such. But this is a good little getaway from all that though too. As I'm speaking, we got a couple of others in here. Speaking of awesome moderators, a little while ago, Mrs. Freak, the wife herself, has joined the chat there. We got 2 of the 4 moderators checking in here. Good to see you, dearest. Welcome home. We also got Chattanooga Ed in here. Hope you still have your soul. Well, for right now, yes. But yeah, I mean, that 8.5 hours. Well, the good thing is I did most of the driving otherwise while we were in Colorado, but fortunately, the wife was willing to take on the final 6 hours of driving back. I did about the first 2 hours or so to get us out of the mountains. She doesn't like driving in those too much. Can't blame her because it can be a little sketchy. But got back there and otherwise drove up and drove to all the other destinations. And yeah, kind of surprised I didn't sleep more in the car than I did. But that's just me. I don't sleep very well in cars. I know some people can very easily. I just never have for some reason. All right, we got Vinoski here joining the chat as well. Always good to see you, Vinoski. So many awesome people here. Always love to see that, especially now that we're back on the schedule there. To those of you that want to see a little bit of like the out view of where me and my in-laws were staying, I did do a live stream, not last Monday, but Tuesday rather. You can get a little background of kind of the sights that we saw, but of course, Rocky Mountains. I'm sure a number of you kind of know what that looks like already, but in case you always like to check that out, like me, feel free to check that out if you want. Coral, right? It's like, why am I so tired? Does an 8-hour drive and loses an hour to time zones plus vacation stress. Yes, very much so. But yeah, it's nice, but yeah, those vacations, I mean, they're supposed to wind you down, and they do, but the drives, especially when it's like 8 hours or so, yeah, it still leaves a little strain on you, for sure. Rico Stan, how's it going, man? Always good to see you there. Checked in on your afternoon stream there. I was going to text you there, actually, but I was driving, and of course, texting and driving is never a good idea. But another great channel right there, and yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I always enjoy Colorado. I mean, my wife and I were both looking at like, shoot, we'd love to live there someday. Obviously, houses in the good part of Colorado are not the cheapest. Like, if I were to move anywhere in Colorado, I think my dream choice for town-wise, at least in Colorado, would probably be Boulder. I mean, it's right between Colorado Springs and Estes Park. So, I mean, if you wanted to make a weekend trip, you can choose one or the other and do one of those. That and Boulder, it's a pretty place itself. Looked at houses there, though, just to humor myself. And yeah, it's it's not cheap living, that's for sure. Yeah, beautiful state if there aren't any real large bodies of water. I mean, yeah, not really. We drove by plenty of little creeks and streams, though, especially right by the mountains and such there. I mean, basically the whole drive, once you get by around Loveland, Colorado to Estes Park, which is a little bit around a half-hour drive, maybe a little bit over, maybe more like 45 minutes, whatever it is. I mean, yeah, there's like a little creek right by all the mountainsides right as you're driving in. It is one of the most beautiful, beautiful sights ever. I mean, I could drive it every single day, and I don't think I'd ever get tired of it. It's truly beautiful. Oh my, Ed, that got a little grisly. Had relatives in Boulder, they're dead now. Bummer. But yeah, it's I'm about to say if he tells me he has relatives in Boulder, I'm like, man, Ed's got relatives all over, man. Much like me, big family. Although most of my family likes to stay in the Midwest here, though. Yet I got some in Nebraska. Of course, I myself am in Iowa. A couple of aunts and uncles also in the Iowa area. Got an aunt and uncle that's right by the Iowa-Illinois border. Otherwise, got an aunt and uncle up in Minnesota. It's yeah, we don't spread out too far, but enough to where you still get to explore a little bit. On the Oscars, how's it going, June? Good to see you. Speaking of Oscars, I tell you what, that's another fish. I think my Bumblebee Oscar while I was away had a little growth spurt while we were away. They really, Bumblebee Oscar really kind of jumped up there too. I think it grew about, I want to say it almost looked like it grew another half inch to an inch while we were away. It's not, it's not a little teeny tiny baby anymore, but I guess as far as Oscars go, it's still pretty small. But won't be too much longer, and yeah, we'll have to move it on out of that 50 corner and probably find it a better home. Which I'm thinking might be. I know I was debating on what I wanted to do with that 65 tank that we got from the Quad City swap there earlier. I'm thinking I might go ahead and just put the Oscar in there for now. I know 3 feet side to side is not the most ideal tank size, but I definitely think it'll serve him way better than the 50 corner will. Especially if I only have one, I might get a second one of them in there. I haven't fully decided yet. My overall plan, though, later is to get a 125-gallon tank and then have, I'm hoping about 4 total in there. I wouldn't dare do more than that. But I guess only Oscars will, since it's in your name, or if anybody else has ideas, if you think I'm out of bounds putting 4 Oscars in a 125, feel free to stop me. But I was sitting there like, yeah, it might just be a teeny bit cramped, depending on how you aquascape it. But yeah, definitely wouldn't want to go more than that. I also just find there's more success in even numbers. Whenever I do odd numbers, I always seem to run into problems when I keep fishing odd numbers. I don't know why, just something that seems to happen. Whether it be puffers, goldfish, angelfish, whatever it be, I guess minus the green spotted puffers. The green spotted puffers, I only got 5, and they've been the rare exception for me. I only got 5 green spotted puffers, and they've seemed to get along pretty well. Hey, Fish Fam Link, greatly appreciate it. Show us some love and support by giving that thumbs up, Fish Fam. Appreciate you, Fish Fam Link. Yeah, if you like what we do here, feel free to give us a thumbs up. Helps with that YouTube algorithm there and all that jazz there, of course. I mean, hey, we've hit 2K, so hey, let's start building up and chase 3, huh? Little ways to go on that, I'm sure, but hey, bit by bit, day by day, draw a step closer each time. Rico Stand, D&D tonight, gonna be fun, Ed. I should know what that is. Rico, remind me. I say I feel stupid. I know I should feel what that is. But yeah, let me know, and I'll definitely give that a shout out as well here. 3G. Yeah, I know. A lot of people tell me that I'm crazy for doing an even number. Because a lot of people, at least around here that I've talked to, tell me that, yeah, they have better success in odd numbers. And yeah, that's just, I don't know. For some reason, I've never really had that. Unless I keep a fish in solitary, which is a different deal, of course. But, I mean, yeah, for some reason, odd numbers with me have just not panned out very well traditionally. So, yeah, I'm thinking probably with the Oscars, want to keep it an even number or so. Like I say, once I think I get the 125 in place, I don't really have a timetable on that. I'm thinking, yeah, get 4 then, but until then, and the 65, I'll keep 2 in there, which I think, as June said there, would probably be good for maybe about a year. Because, I mean, yeah, 3 feet side to side, 18 inches front to back. It'll work for a little bit. It's definitely not a long-term solution, though. Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, I gotta be honest, I saw that once before and I felt like I should have known that. But yeah. So those of you that don't know, yeah, Ed Skipper, ABC, Whip, Depths Unknown, and Rico Stan, the man himself, will all play and live stream it. So keep an eye open for that. It's going to be, I mean, hey, I know we got some people here that like some games and such here, so that suits your fancy. And of course, we all like the fish aspect, so games, fish, what more could you want? Deep, Dean Blader, I agree. I'm a dog person too. I'm right there with you guys, yeah. I'm more of a dog person. Not that I hate cats or anything, but well, I also don't have a dog though right now because, well, all of this takes a lot of time and, of course, the day job. And all the dog breeds that I like are very energetic, kind of a lot like us. So, as of right now, haven't been able to, yeah, get on it right now. But yeah, I would think for right now that yeah, the 65 would be okay for one. Like I say, I'm thinking I want to get it a second one before it gets too big. That way, it gets used to having company in there. And I guess if it does show aggression, I'm still working on getting a plan B in case that doesn't work. But yeah, at least in the 65, I don't plan on getting any more than two because as they grow up, that's going to get crammed pretty quickly. But thinking as they grow up and get bigger, then you know what, maybe try to find some similar sized ones later on. And they do come through here in the Omaha area recently at a pretty decent size because feel like Oscars are another one of those fish that, you know, are very popular amongst people, but some people forget about how big they get. It's kind of like some comet goldfish per se, or even some catfish out there. It's a fish that, yeah, I mean, they get about a foot, sometimes even better than that. So, I mean, this is coming from a person that hasn't ever kept Oscars. My father has before, hence I got a little knowledge there. But yeah, it's I'm excited though to get some more here because I mean the Bumblebee Oscar, it's almost like another puffer. Greets me at the glass here whenever I come forward, and it's a guy that's grown on me very, very quickly and is continuing to grow on me as we go along here. All right, checking through here. We got Whip's World saying sorry I'm late. No such thing as being late here. Appreciate you coming in here though. I mean, there's no such thing as being late, but sorry, my wife is down here, or two. She was showing me something, but let's see. I'm trying to make out that word past. Sorry, I'm late. Hubawada want to spank me for being naughty. Not me. I'm not into that myself. But all right, let's see. 5:30. I will say I'm probably going to cut it a little bit off here. Do have some plans here yet this evening. So well, let's see here. We can go for about another 10 minutes or so here yet before we call it an evening here. I know the metalheads, excuse me, I know Josh was saying he was working on a vehicle here tonight. So I don't know if metalheads are planning to stream here yet tonight, Matt, or if any moderators in the chat could check real quick here to see if the metalheads are going live here tonight. If not, I always try to remember who all goes live here, but there's just so many people I just can't remember them all. But well, you know what? Here I'm on a computer here. We can check ourselves here too to see if the metalheads are indeed going to go live here. I don't know if they are or not, but we'll find out here very quickly. Craig's Catfish Cave. How's it going, Craig? Always good to see you. Let's see here. I don't see a stream planned right now. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they might not be today. Yeah, must not be. Metalheads have passed 400. They're at 424. Hey, we need to start working on getting them to 500. Get them halfway there to that 1K mark. Which, speaking of 1K, congrats to Roxanne and Foxy's Fishies for hitting 1K there. Greatly deserved there. Of course, I know a lot of you are already familiar with that channel and as well as that accomplishment and such. But it's cool to see another Fish Fan member hit the 4 digits in the subscriber count. I know there's a few others that we're already working on. I believe Peplin Creek Aquatics is creeping closer and closer to that mark. I think last time I knew he was still trying to hit 800 first, but once you get over that 800 mark, I mean, really, that 1,000 can come fast if you play your cards right. do 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 do. Feel like I might have missed something up there earlier. Huh? Maybe not. Well, okay. Hey, but some future plans here, because like I say, I am trying to get some more videos made here. It's just a matter of the day job and such. Has not allowed much time to do that at all. But like I say, now that the spring sports season is finally calming down here, we'll finally be able to at least have opportunities to make more videos. And I'm thinking, I know a lot of y'all like the care guide videos and such. I'm thinking one of the puffers that I haven't done down here before is the green spotted puffers. So maybe we'll check up on them here again shortly. Obviously, we've talked about the pea puffers here and check on them here soon. Obviously, while the Crips are still doing fine here, I'm thinking now that the Jungle Val, if the Jungle Val doesn't pop back up with that root tabs, I might go ahead and get some Vals elsewhere to kind of make up that ground. We'll see, I guess, how that goes. But it's kind of weird though too, because I mean, my Crips and all that, as you can see, still doing pretty well. But yeah, that Jungle Val over that past week and a half, really, it was. I'll be honest, it was kind of starting to look a little suspect before I left for vacation, and I think the lack of light and such just kind of gave it the final push that had it give in there. But alas, Jungle Val isn't too much there. If it doesn't pop back up here, we'll get some more root tabs to get some more Jungle Val in there, and hopefully we'll get a new batch stabilized in there, hopefully. And hopefully this next batch will, like I say, settle in, and we'll get that thing going. There it is. Beta Aquatics, how's it going? Saying hi all. Always good to see you. Aquatics. The little K there. It always feels like aquatics rather than aquatics. It's aquatics. All right. Whew. Goodness, I am so sorry, guys. My voice today is still very scratchy yet. But yes, I'm also working to finalize a video on building a stand for that 65, since I was talking about that earlier. Should have brought that up earlier. I know y'all have been wanting some project videos here. I am thinking of a project for Finley, the queen, of course, over there, because I'll grab the camera here real quick. You kind of see her swimming over there, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Not many fish can make a 150-gallon tank look small, but I gotta tell you, Finley does exactly that. She is as beautiful as she is. She is still she's a bigger girl. She needs some more space, I think, and I don't think that 150 is cutting it anymore. I think we need to get her something a little bit bigger. What am I thinking to do that? Well, stay tuned. You'll find out. Talk about it probably in an upcoming video here very shortly. "3G heading to the local fish store to sell some rosy barbs. Lurk mode activated." No, hold on. Lurk mode activated. Hey, either way, good luck selling the rosy barbs. It's been a hot minute since I've kept those. I had to end up getting rid of mine because, well, I'll admit, this is a time where I was a little less educated. I tried to mix rosy barbs in with some tetras, and those rosy barbs were very fin nippy. I got tired of it, so I got rid of them because it was starting to get to the point where it was really starting to cause a major problem with the tetras. So Unfortunately, I had to get rid of those, but still a pretty fish though. Rosy barbs are absolutely, whew, they're pretty still. Just wish they weren't so fin nippy. They're kind of like tiger barbs. Well, not quite as bad as tiger barbs in my opinion, or at least in my experiences, I should say. I mean, yeah, you can mix different kinds of neons together. Um, be careful on how many you would put together in a 20-gallon tank, because I mean, a 20-gallon tank can get stocked up pretty quick. Of course, neons don't get all that big, so you can still put a decent number in there. But yeah, there should be no problem with that. I once had regular neon tetras with black neons and green neons myself. Heck, even had some cardinal tetras in with them once upon a time. So yeah, Zach, that shouldn't be a problem. Mm. Man, oh man, I just feel, you sometimes just feel that dryness in your throat. It just kind of starts getting on your, driving you crazy. 3G, a long fin rosy barb and don't nip at all. Maybe it's just my luck then. I always found that a little ironic too with rosy barbs, or especially tiger barbs, like being long finned. Like when you get like those genetically altered ones that have the long fins and all that, I always say long fin tiger barbs. Someone had fun coming up with that. Demon, demon, right on with you. I always say, why do people always argue Coke versus Pepsi when frankly, Dr. Pepper is always the answer? I don't know, that's me. Never argue between Coke and Pepsi. Dr. Pepper is the answer. All right. Hey guys, it's getting a quarter till. I say, voice is a little scratchy here, so yep. June, right there we go. June's on the Dr. Pepper bandwagon as well. I love it. I love it. And Scotty, I'm kind of with you too. I would, out of those two, I mean, Dr. Pepper out of the equation. I mean, yeah, I'm with you. I'd way rather have a Coke than Pepsi. That's me. But yep, Pib's okay too. I know some people say there's like a little rivalry between Dr. Pepper and Pib. I never think that there is. As I mean, I definitely taste the difference, don't get me wrong, but I have nothing against either one. All right, guys, I know it's a little short here, but yeah, voice is a little scratchy here. I'm going to take a little extra time here. Got some things to catch up here in the fish room here after being gone for a week, so it's a little early, guys, but I'm going to go ahead and bounce here for the day. But I want to thank you all again so much for one, helping me hit the 2,000 subscriber mark. Greatly appreciate it. While I didn't visit a fish store in Colorado, if you're in the YouTube shorts, which I know a number of you are, check out my latest short that I posted here earlier today. It's a big, huge, beautiful public tank that was actually at a Shields in Colorado Springs, actually. So it's only a 15-second clip there. I might post a 60-second short clip later, but yeah, I'll post one of those maybe later here throughout the week. Gonna try to get a video in here today too, or well, not today, but this week rather. And yeah, got some stuff here coming up ahead. Got a lot to catch up on, but thank you all for checking out the stream here, hanging out with us today. And as always, I will see you all in my later videos, guys. As always, stay fantastic.